What's up, Z1 Randomizer 2? Welcome back to another Swiss race of the 2025 Z1 Randomizer Tournament. I'm KChap4321, and I'm joined by Leslie Pro tonight. How you doing?
Good evening, Z1 Randomizer 2, and for tonight, doing pretty good. We've got a battle of unbeatens 5 weeks in. On the left, Tabby. Orange on the right, BrewersFanJP. Oh, I am looking forward to a very good race between these two, but with the seeds this week, I feel like we've gotten a bit of everything. So what will we get? Who knows?
Well, what we do know is that there's Lionel's on this overworld start.
And the divergence sends Tabby Orange to the casino without any money.
And JP is working his way around the coast.
Finds a banana on the coast as Tabby's about to uncover that as well.
Well, it feels like right now our runners are retracing each other's steps.
Yep.
And where we go from there, who knows? So, we have moblins, I see we have bomb droppers on the overworld, at least 2 or 3.
Quite scary when you got Lionel's on the overworld one screen.
Ooh, look at what we have
We've
here.
got an early recorder.
Early recorder indeedly do. That means we have fast travel unlocked somewhat. So
what we really have unlocked is, with this being a mixed first quest overworld, we have up to 11 recorder spots to check. That first one for JP, nothing.
Well, I'd say more now I'm thinking about it. It's more conditional fast travel.
Yes, the other part of that condition is we have to find the Triforce pieces in a dungeon. We need anywhere from 5 to 8 to be able to enter level 9.
And Tabby's checking one of the recorder lakes and finds... Not Tabby, JP. Nothing.
JP, I would assume that would be a door repair. I mean, if you find that without any money, it's not so bad. But what's good to find is a candle shop. And at 41 rupees, that is one off the minimum.
And it's a palindrome of our small secret of 14 rupees.
Well played.
Hey, palindromes are great.
Yes!
And we're finding more and more candle shops around the world. Where they stop, no one knows.
That 38 medium secret will be more than enough for our runners to be able to purchase a candle.
Well, that's an immediate candle purchase for Tabby right there, because when Tabby's going to probably refix this enemy layout and make his way back into the shop here.
JP having trouble with his screen scroll. And what makes it harder when you don't have a sword is you're not able to buffer. Even when you should be able to on a left to right screen scroll. The sword does help to buffer that screen scroll, but our runners get the screen scroll. And we move on.
Runners. I forgot to mention Tabby has a candle acquired.
JP is going to be right behind him. Sees the casino, is like, no, I'll save my money.
And JP's playing with some dodginess and gets into the shop and will be getting his candle. Tabby now is making his way to the open cave up here on East Steph Mountain.
Ooh, got a bomb drop. That's gonna be helpful as he gets to open up. Ooh, a take any. Nice.
Very helpful indeed, and that bomb may make a difference very early on. So, where do you think our swords are going to be tonight?
Another take any for Tabby, but JP unable to get back, goes down in the overworld. Let's see how this changes up his routing.
Well, that's going to be 2 less take enemies right now for JP, because JP's probably going to start prioritizing Campbell Row.
And anything that can burn First quest 8 didn't burn, second quest 7 does, but Tabby Orange finds our first level. It is level 2. Might as well see if there's anything we can get for free here. We do have a candle, so combat's gonna be slow, but still doable. Oh, there's our third take any, but the first for JP.
On Candle. Well, we're not quite there yet. You can see I'm having a certain musical stuck in my head. Let's see. Yeah, this too is segmented according to the staircase logic.
That it is. What's gonna be on the other side of this segment? It could be a one-off. Either way, Tabby's gonna have to up an A.
JP decided that he was gambling and he won. Man, I can't even make my 99% of gamblers joke now.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is, please play responsibly.
Hey, it sounds like it's a lottery.
I know, right? Hey, there's a take any for JP.
Well, that's one of the different take any's, but both runners now have 5 hearts apiece.
White sword items now a 2 in 3 chance of being picked up. Nice screen scroll over to the top of the Lost Hills, but that is a gross enemy set. Oh, we're about to get level 9 info.
Alright, level 9, let's keep our eyes peeled.
The full 8, just like early generation Pokemon. We gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all. For all of our sanity, I will not be breaking down into a Poké rap. So I wonder, do we have a Zelda rap? That would be fun.
I'm sure it would be, as Tabby picks up his third take any. We'll now be able to get the white sword item. The only difference there is JP has not gotten a bomb drop yet.
Yeah, and JP doesn't have any bombs, and is trying to make his way through this level 2, but it's not going to work out, as we know. Did I hear a Mario theme from Tabby on the recorder tune?
I might have. I didn't pick it up clearly.
We'll hear it again. Eventually. And I believe this is another small secret we have. Oh, medium secret for Tabby. And JP is getting the news about you shall not pass or progress any further in this level 2 without a sword. And then meanwhile, Tabby's just starting to roll into these medium secrets tonight.
But then rolls right into a whammy.
But man, the lack of bombs for JP is really showing. Well, Tabby is very conservative with the bomb usage right now.
Which makes sense because it's early. We haven't found a bomb shop yet. We don't have a sword. You gotta be careful.
Well, our lovely tracker... Well... Who's our tracker tonight?
That would be Malk here doing the tracking.
Okay, my brain is a little dead. I'm looking at things now in 2 places, but... We're starting to check around the overworld, and we're going to be seeing more recorder slots.
Level 8.
So, Leslie, why is level 6 afraid of level 7?
Let's hear it.
Because 7, 8, 9! I know it was bad, but that's what we're here for, right?
Well, come for the rando, stay for the jokes.
So I believe Tabby might be pirouetting right now.
Nope,
Oh.
coming back later.
Alright, maybe this will be our wood sword. Looks like the game just told me no.
Yep, the game just said not this time. Oh, but Tabby gets tackled by a Gibdo. Back to start.
Back to start indeed, but Brewer's gonna catch up for some lost time in this routing. Our runners are eventually gonna meet up halfway around the world.
JP, at half a heart, nearly got picked off a couple of times, but does get to the fairy fountain.
Well, you gotta have heart. Man, if only
Ain't
that
that
was
the
the
truth?
Well, I feel like those words are like the summoning to Chester. Some of those words he appears, but he can't appear right now because he's in a race.
Indeed, that he is.
But I could at least say I tried invoking the summoning ritual for a certain Chester.
We have level 3 in the desert. And I think that big secret was big. I did not see the number. As
It was
Tabby
only
finds
88.
level 6. What was it?
88.
So not the best, but to be fair, we have seen a lot worse.
Well, let's see if we can find a lot worse than these dark nuts in level 3 here.
Well, JP's gonna get a bomb pack out of this.
I think he's gonna leave and don't come back for a while.
Yeah, that's sort of level 3 you really need a sword for.
Remind me, that's a recorder block 3, correct?
Yes, so the recorder has already proven that it's required. Oh my! Cheap heart, cheap bombs, you love to see it, and the recorder's blocking level 5 as well!
We have dungeons in the desert.
And now so many roads.
To Death Mountain we go with those? Okay, so we're 12 minutes in. We've seen 1, 2...
And we just lost a raft spot to it, which is good. And I'm gonna have to agree with our tracker Malk here. Rivers in the desert. Yes.
I was humming that when my press to talk was off. I just don't know if I'd get to... Well, I wouldn't get demonetized because it's video game music.
Oh, we got level 4, and JP is going to... Nope, he's not going to be able to bomb down, but he does have a Triforce he can grab. And he's on the board.
Well, that's a quick Triforce out of this level 5.
I can see why JP's doing this strategy of take it and run with the recorder. You can always go back there anytime. So it makes leaving... So yeah, it's a good strat.
Man, I just want to belt out some Persona 5 right now, but we're not in the time or place for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish Royal on the Switch in my personal time before Xenoblade Chronicles X releases next week, so yeah.
That was a winter break and a half.
Yep, Malk here is right. Always a good time for P5R.
It was a good winter break when I procrastinated a lot of stuff for that.
Ooh.
Look at the segments here.
Ooh, a segmented force. So that's 2 segmented dungeons that we already know of.
Well, it looks like water that's come out of a faucet.
Yep. At my place, it ain't hot water right now. Oh, nice candle boost by JP to get past the dark nuts.
Alrighty, so honestly, this level 4 is very friendly with having no sword, and I opened my mouth.
Hey.
Just want to open my mouth.
Yep. Unfortunately, we would need at least we'd need some form of repeatable offense to clear that room.
But we're your death almost on Tabby's side.
Not quite. That's a bomb shop. Might as well stock up at prices that good.
Honestly, for the decent amounts of money we've gotten, I'd say the 5 rupee bombs is the best thing we've got on sale tonight.
Magical sword has been found, but we're ways off from being able to grab that. And JP has found his third take any. That's the take any that Tabby has yet to find. And JP has a take any. Actually, they both have a take any that one's found but the other hasn't.
Yeah, so they're dead even on that. And Tabby refills the hearts just for safety.
Yep, I think JP was trying to check a recorder spot but got caught in the twister. Level 1 under a burn bush.
Man, we're finding almost all these levels. We found almost everything. Yet, no wood sword yet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was in the post-race interview and I inadvertently let slip an exciting finish ahead of time. Oops. I'm not doing that here, nuh-uh. I'm not even looking at the race time room.
I don't think anyone who's over there is going to be over here right now. And speaking of things, we need to find our wood sword still, and we're getting closer and running out of caves.
Oh, considering we started on the exact opposite side of the map, that's a pretty lousy spot for wood sword to be.
Well, that was your last surprise.
Hey.
And now I'm just trying to stop myself in my moments of silence from humming stuff.
Yeah, that's fair enough. If it's near level 1, it ain't that bad. Okay, so we do have a discount to report on the blue ring, 240 rupees. But Tabby's gonna buy a key, which makes sense. We've had some seeds this tournament that have been so key-starved, I've had to use the term key famine.
Well, that's a key point.
Hey.
Alrighty, so JP's up on death, finding the any roads. We'll take him across the world. And Tabby's now back into this level 1, armed with a wood sword and ready to strike vengeance upon the enemies here.
Pancakes to start this level 1.
Don't you know? I like pancakes! I feel like we're drowning in all the Persona 5 references now.
Yep, and right now we have got ourselves the map as JP enters level 4, and he's gonna find out a pretty ugly truth about this 4 in a moment.
JP still needs to find a sword, but still, very unusual being this far into a seed, like almost 19 minutes or so into a seed without your wood sword this early. I got dungeon exploration for the wing to potentially picking up a wand or a white sword, but still is very high risk, high reward. So what does this level 1 look like to you? What's the shape you see?
Ooh, this is an interesting one. I think the more interesting at the moment is those red I think the Wizrobes rolled up.
That's not good news for our runners.
Spoil it with an armrest, I'll take it. And there's a high likelihood that raft is not going to be necessary because the Any Roads eliminated one of the spots.
I know, but it's still there. It haunts me.
And Tabby did force a bomb drop from the mold orm.
This level 1's gonna be very quick, as long as we have no unexpected blocks along the way. And also, with the raft being the floor item, that means we have 2 staircase items to look for.
Well, there's another floor drop and a staircase. Who knows where that stairs? It could be in this room, too.
Oh, right, we have 2 floor drops and staircase. My bad. Level 1 and level 8 are starting
to get... Oh my! That's a big pickup for Tabby Orange, as that's the silver arrows.
Don't you mean ammo?
Yeah, now there's one thing missing. That is a bow.
And JP is now in level 1. It's gonna make some progress in here, but
boy,
once we find a sword pretty soon. Ooh,
Tabby tried to block clip to get on the block for safety, was not able to do so. That is a nasty, nasty room.
And Tabby's still committing to the danger noodles here. Are they just going to be plain old dangerous, or are they going to be dangerously delightful with where our heart container is going to be? Our Triforce.
Yeah, true, it's not that far away. Just gotta be patient.
I'm realizing the downside to block clipping here is can you only move in a 180-degree rotation on block clipping?
Yeah, on a single block, you can pivot to the left and right, but you gotta be careful because you could inadvertently step off the block.
Oh, and it is our Triforce room.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot, indeed. But Tabby already has the items out of here. Is he trying to purposely dig for the hearts? Or is he going to take the Triforce and leave and never come back?
Honestly, I would do the latter. Take the Triforce, get out of town.
And with that, Tabby has a Triforce piece on the board, while JP is now in this level 1 and is ready to go the distance with that wood sword.
No hesitation bombs the wall.
So, Leslie, are we ever going to know what the world record for this seed is before one of our runners finish?
I don't know. It's not like Crystal Saver's playing it, because Saver's at 9 already.
Ah, you beat me to the punch there.
I remember when that joke first rolled out. And Tabby finding the Triforce in level 4, getting a clock to clear the Dark Nuts. Very nice.
Oh, wait. My brain just, registered for a minute. Tabby got the Triforce and, back. Because I didn't even register the Triforce grab. But
I mean, the good news is it was at least an early Triforce to where you could just grab it, come right back in. Well, let's hope the floor drop ain't the Gliok room.
and JP gets the unfortunate news about my least favorite item.
But if he keeps going, he'll soon get good news, at least.
Yeah, though the question is, since we know that Danger Noodle's room with Tabby is the Triforce room, is JP gonna leave that room because he has the compass, he knows it's there? Is he gonna leave it and come back for later, or is he gonna try to block click like Tabby did and get it in one go and never come back? Because it's not close to any of the other dungeons.
I don't know, I feel like level 4 was close to level 1 as JP picks up the silvers.
Very true. And Tabby's playing, doing some dodging here with these bubbles and dark nuts. Alright, swaps it out for the Tektite. JP, I think, is... Oh, JP's also block clipping, attempting to block clip.
How
Because
fast
the
do
hole-
those Danger Noodles move? That becomes a very scary proposition.
Tabby's having to deal with some more pain in the butt rooms. And then we have a mode over here.
A moat with spike sliders. A very disgusting combination that logically you need the ladder to be able to get through.
Before Tabby can move any further in this level 1, Tabby gets sniped by the Tektites while JP gets sniped by the Danger Noodles.
Yeah, JP, that's a very tough room. Basically, you have to get the block clip right away or else you're in trouble.
Alrighty, so we're seeing Tabby go back into the segment of this level 4
Got it. Alright, now he just has to be patient and be careful.
and uses the Candlefire to his advantage here.
Oh, let's really hope that it's not the Blue Lagoon for the item, because that's gonna be slow with a wood sword and out of bombs.
Well, speaking of slow, it looks like these Dark Nuts don't go down to a bomb hit.
Well, they're blue dark nuts. It would take more than one.
No, but a girl can hope they roll down one day.
Oh, I know. We all hope for... Anyone who runs these hopes the enemies roll down.
Well, this would be a staircase room if I'm correct.
Yeah, if it winds up being the stair
Yeah,
item, then it would be here. But, again, blue dark nuts, wood sword, it's gonna be a bit.
Should we just say advantage Tabby right now, or advantage JP? Because, well, JP has the Triforce out of 5, he hasn't cleared it. Then in return, Tabby can also clear it in one go if he chooses to commit to it.
Yeah, and if that item has the bow, it could be... Rather, if level 5 is the bow, then it could be a bit before JP goes back there. If it's the book, could be a disaster for JP, as it would be a while before he gets back there. The Blue Lagoon was the item, and it is the wand. An offensive upgrade that really would have helped with that room. I'm just saying.
And with that, Tabby can leave and never come back again to this part of the map. So we know what levels... Remind me, what levels have we not found yet?
I don't remember seeing level 7. I don't think we've seen 5 either. Or if we have, it was brief.
No, we saw 5. I think... Did we miss 3 is the thing we're thinking about. Because I remember seeing 5, I think, somewhere, and then just dipping in and leaving.
Yeah. If I'm remembering right, at least one of those was in the desert.
We had 2 dungeons next to each other in the desert. Okay. No raft check for Tabby on that spot.
Goes for the potion. I mean, we don't have the letters, so it makes sense.
Emergency potions are a wonderful thing.
Except you're not able to get 16 hearts now.
But Tabby has now found mags on Camdora. Okay, that was a little off. My bad. I'm a perfectionist for this stuff.
I hear you on being a perfectionist, but when it comes to singing, I have heard worse. Far worse. Like, I've heard folks try to sing the national anthem, and yet they can't even carry a tune.
Oh, Lord.
It was a disaster, trust me.
But also, we see our runners are starting to skip parts. That means CJ's not going to be happy. Well, the spirit of CJ. But we're starting to get some of our coast store checks.
Level 7's on the coast, so with that, I think all our levels are spoken for between our runners. The only thing we have not seen yet is the white sword item.
Well, that is something our runners are still going to have to look for.
Recovery heart. Now, the flag we have is that heart shuffle is off, but the position of the item and the heart can be swapped in dungeons, so you never know.
That's a new flag that premiered with this tournament called Intra-Dungeon Heart Shuffle.
Yeah, it's a pretty nifty flag. And there's the wand for JP, and Tabby taking on a manhandler takes it down.
And here's an Aquamentus for his troubles.
And I think JP may be bomb-locked from the Triforce.
And we're starting to see maybe some more progress into this level 7, just a different route. And Tabby's up to 4 keys now. Alrighty, so now that we're in this 7... Oh. Hello there, Free Triforce. How are you doing tonight?
JP will be able to grab that whenever he... Rather, Tabby will be able to grab it whenever he's good and ready. Unfortunately for JP, the dominant enemy in the Triforce Tournament 4 was the Blue Dark Nut. Does take it down without taking a hit, and gets the Triforce.
And with that, JP now has 3 Triforce pieces to his name.
Tabby gets the triangle out of 7.
Alrighty, and that's a blue ring purchase from JP here.
I like the purchase because the combat's been rough. I mean, offense is great and all, but... that recorder theme I just heard from Tabby Orange was definitely no Mario Brothers.
What was it?
That sounded like something from a Mega Man game.
Well, you're the Mega Man expert between the both of us.
Yeah, but to be fair, the X games I grew up with, and I think that sounds like a Storm Eagle.
I'm taking your word for this. Chat will correct you if you're wrong.
Oh, I expect that. If I'm wrong, chat's gonna be on me. They're good about keeping me. They're good at straightening things out when I goof.
So we're starting to get more and more of the overworld, but we still haven't. I believe, yeah. Yeah, we've seen all of our dungeons. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's just the white sword item that has eluded our runners to this point.
I wonder where it is.
Well, there's hints for JP, but we need the book before we can make any use of that.
Alrighty, is the bandage gonna be turned off? Okay, just the secret, we're good.
That's both sets of secrets next to each other on Death Mountain.
But that makes me happy. The raft is dead and buried. But I'm wondering, what is our white sword item gonna be tonight? Because it could be something very useful, or it could be something useless.
Useless would be along the lines of the magical boomerang. Our bracelet would not be helpful this time because we know that's a dead item. Our runners don't know that, but we in the booth know that.
Well, since we know the only thing... Yeah, power bracelet's dead. So anything but the power bracelet or the magical boomerang would be useful on that white sword item. Oh wait, red candle. I forgot about red candle.
That would still be helpful in terms of just being able to produce constant fire in case you need to do multiple damage boosts.
But now I think we'll be able to go a little further in this level 3 now that we're armed with a wand and a sword.
Interesting to see if there's anything in this room. I'm surprised Tabby's going right after it. Personally, I would have checked around more rooms and then come back to this room because my combat against blue dark nuts is lacking.
Well, Tabby did have a bit more exploration in this level 3 earlier and could have a hint that this could be our item room here, but we'll find out in a second. And no, it doesn't push. We're not rewarded with anything.
Nothing is coming easy in this level 3.
Well, except that bomb drop on the floor there.
Yeah, I don't think Tabby was interested.
Not now, but a little later, but we have a map. So what does this level 3 look like to you?
Tabby has found an open stair, and it contains a red candle.
Man, I just spoke of the item, it's like I summoned it into the sea.
I know, right?
Commentator's curse strikes again.
Or a blessing, depending on one's viewpoint.
With that, all Tobias to look for is a Triforce drop room and leave.
Well, there's info for one, and we have not seen that room yet, so we shall see what... We'll see what happens next, which is another bomb hole.
So where do you think Tabby goes to 8 after this? Or is Tabby gonna go back for that? Oh no, wait, no, Tabby could go to... Tabby's gonna go to 5 after this because 3 and 5 are next to each other.
Oh, okay. First, a mugger shows up and steals one of either a heart or off your bomb capacity, and then the Triforce is in a Chevy room. Nasty.
Man, that's just a double whammy right there.
Yeah, and this isn't even press your luck.
But now maybe level 5 might have a ladder? And make the
It would be convenient. It would be convenient, but well, we'll see what happens. But we know we have to have the ladder at some point.
I'm shooting my shot. I'm saying ladders and 6. Ladder's gonna be in 6 just because. And that is my hard prediction for the night. Any hard predictions for you?
We're not going to be done before midnight on the East Coast. I'm kidding.
Chat brought up a startling thing that could be true. The power bracelet may not be as dead as we think it is.
Right? Because if it shows up, the white sword item could be under a power bracelet spot.
And what if, and that, chat brings up the point of our ladder being power bracelet blocked.
Yeah, if that's the case, that'd just be nasty.
Man, that's like a double dip in blocks right there. Then that, if the ladder is under a power bracelet spot and it's our white sword item, that'd be a power bracelet and ladder block Triforce, which is just yuck.
Very much so disgusting.
Alrighty, so now that we know we're gonna be strapped in here for maybe at least another 30 minutes, I can guarantee for a fact. Where's our item gonna be in this 5? You haven't considered where what.
Well, we do have Gorillaz in this enemy set in 5, so be careful, those boomerangs will fly at you without warning.
And JP has decided to hedge his bets in level 2.
2 tending to be a smaller dungeon. The play makes sense. Now we have a staircase here, and
oh no.
there's the power bracelet. Ray mentioned it in chat.
Oh no. I'm starting to get a sinking feeling that our white sword item is going to be power bracelet blocked.
But it might not necessarily be the ladder. It could be the bow. Any key or red ring would also be helpful.
Any key or red ring would also be helpful, but we don't know where it is yet, but we're going to be starting our power bracelet spot in World War before we head to Death Mountain, of course.
Chat calling out that JP found the bow in level 2. I'm going to assume that it was the Gliok room. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, chat, but that's what my guess is on that front.
Well, JP might be playing like it's go mode now. Little does he know he needs a ladder for his troubles. So, being in a pseudo go mode, well, that's Schrodinger's go mode for JP, and while we know go mode is dead for him right now, it can very much be alive if he happens to find upon the ladder soon.
Yeah, ladder would put JP in Triforce and go.
But JP might be playing. JP can be playing very risky right now and be playing like, oh, ladder's not required. But we know that's not true.
Yeah, and there was a ladder-blocked cave along the river. Both of those are second quest spots, by the way, and one of them's second quest 8.
Alrighty, so Tabby's now in level 2, and we'll get the bow pretty soon. Tabby's sitting very pretty right now with that item knowledge advantage, which is going to be occurring soon. Also, is not going to have to backtrack for some of these Death Mountain checks without having that power bracelet.
Yeah, that could come back to haunt JP if the white sword spot is a power bracelet lock check, especially if it's on the mountain.
Well, it looks
There's
like
the bill for Tabby.
It wasn't the Gliok room or Clementis room. No, it wasn't this Gliok room. Not gonna work.
It was the room before the Gliok.
Tabby's going to be out of this level 2 very soon and is not going to have to come back. So, do you think level 9 tonight is going to be a bit of a slog, or is it going to be a very quick level 9 once we get there?
I feel like it's gonna be something in the middle. It's not gonna be free, but our runners might have to work for it just a little bit.
And with that, Tabby has another Triforce to his name. That's making him now at 5.
White sword item is vanilla. JP used his last bomb on the correct screen and gets a major combat upgrade.
Well, that means Power Bracelet is dead and buried. 6 feet under. So this means Tabby's gonna have some time lost checking these Power Bracelet spots. Because we know that does not hold the answer.
And our restreamer Smilefires called it White Sword at the White Sword Cave.
So my prediction of Ladder and 6 still lives. But now our runner is between both of them. Well, actually no. Tabby's now gonna if Tabby finds that white sword item. Alright, Tabby's committing to 6, and is 6 gonna hold her answer tonight. Because the ladder, which is required, is either gonna be in 6, 7, or 8.
Now JP coming into 6, and he's going to be able to clear these rooms faster by virtue of having the white sword.
And the blue ring will allow him to tank some more hits. So let's see. More like likes. But you can see right now the difference in these clear times, and oh lordy, what is this 6?
I've got to go Pokemon here, because I'm thinking that looks more like a Hisuian Goodra, as JP grabs the Triforce. Might come back in for the item, we shall see. Tabby, foregoes it, keeps right on walking. Oh, he's found a blue Wizardbroom.
Oh,
JP's leaving.
That could be good or that could be bad. We don't know yet. So, I'll take your word on the Hisuian Goodra. I'm lost for words at this 6, so I'm going with you on that.
Chad also calling it a forklift, and yeah, I can see that too.
Ooh, I do like forklifts. And Tabby's at 252 rupees maximum, so maybe digging the book out of here wouldn't be that bad. But I'd love if my prediction for Ladder and 6 came true tonight.
Block pushes, transporter item. Let's see. Transport.
When in 6. Wasn't that, like, not too far away from where we were?
Yeah, it was like only 2 rooms away.
In the meanwhile, JP is checking these coast spots and is going to go into level 7 right now. So do you think JP is going to commit to digging the item out of this 7 or no?
Considering the item is likely on the floor, he's probably going to check some rooms, but he might not spend too much time on it. Now, if he does find the ladder here, it could be a while before Tabby returns, because Tabby is the Triforce.
But then again, returning's not going to be too hard for Tabby because of having the recorder.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be as bad as, say, just grabbing it and leaving altogether, but it would still be painful on the time side.
looks like these... Yeah, that's a land mollusk right there, choosing not to be dangerous and spicy. Well, let's see, how deep is this item here in level 6?
A turnstile room with one bomb and only one visible door, the one you walked in. Yeah, I can see why you'd walk out of that room. JP does grab the Triforce out of 7 for his 6th.
So, I will say, Tabby's on 2 hearts of health. I was about to say 1.
But that would have killed him for sure. Oh, we can't get the candle boost in time. That's a disgusting setup. You're locked in, and you've got a Wizrobe firing squad on both sides. Yikes.
Oh, and if that's your item room, that's going to be even worse.
It's not going to be a push block staircase because of the shutter door. But it could still be a drop room, potentially.
We haven't seen our 4 item yet in 6, so never say never.
True that, and welcome in Speed Gaming 3, as we are under 52 minutes in. Our runners are tied on Triforce pieces. The big difference is, right now, is that the power bracelet Tabby found. JP found the white sword item. And it was the white sword.
Tabby, I think Tabby's gonna go try digging 8 out now, since 6 had no luck. Tabby dipped out on 7. Level 8 seems like the only logical play left for Tabby.
Speaking of logical plays, here's my logical play. Get a ring.
Well, both runners are now evened out on the defense front, so the reason we're talking about digging some items out of stuff, even though if you notice on our tractors our runners have growing silvers, is that the Triforce in 3 is ladder blocked.
So we absolutely have to have the ladder in order to even get into level 9. Welcome in, Z1R Randomizer. Hopefully your races were good tonight.
Okay, so just to repeat what the others heard when they came in is that with TLDR is that our runners are pretty even at this point, but the ladder is blocking the Triforce in 3, and we kind of need all 8 Triforces tonight to get into level 9, so... And based on the item knowledge we have, and Tabby knows that the ladder's either going to be in 6, 7, or 8, Tabby was digging around in 6, decided to eventually get the Triforce, and noped out of there after facing the Wizrobe firing squad. 7 was just a little bit of exploration, nope and nothing. So now Tabby is trying his luck in level 8. While JP just mainly got the Triforces and quickly left out of 6 and 7.
I gotta point this out, chat. Level 8 looks like Godzilla. That's a good call, Kiki. And then Rick posts in chat, oh no, there goes Tokyo. Run!
Oh, I was gonna say on the Pokemon side, it looks like a Shuckle.
Yeah, I can see that. Not much in terms of offense, but in terms of defense, very high.
Wait, I thought I saw something, but... Level 8 is just gonna be pain and suffering tonight.
Yeah, and that's a Chevy room. And apparently the any key was found here, but it's ladder blocked!
Wait, what? Where did I miss this?
Well, I missed it too, so...
Okay, we have an any key surrounded by a moat, so that's putting it as a 33% chance of 6, 7, or 8 for the ladder. So, now Tabby's eventually gonna see it, so... Our runners are gonna have a decision pretty soon, but for JP, level 5 is still in play, so sadly, it is not the answer he's looking for. And we have our first transport staircase at level 8. And our runners are only a few rooms apart from each other.
Aquamentus was guarding the other side of a transport stair. Tabby fortunate to get out of that particular trap.
And we just have a lot of ground to cover in this level 8.
But
Oh,
JP gets the Triforce. Oh, Tabby sees the NA key too. That's just mean, game. That's just mean.
And Tabby is still continuing to dig this level 8, while JP, after having his Triforce in here, is continuing to dig this 8, hoping to dig out something good. So, for those of you who weren't here earlier, I shoot my shot with calling the ladder in 6, and I'm hoping it works out that way for just because. Anyone else have predictions on where a ladder can be?
I mean, if the ladder's behind Ridley, we're playing the wrong randomizer.
Yeah, that indeed is the wrong randomizer. But we still need to find our ladder. Where do you think it's going to be, Leslie?
Probably the worst place it could be, honestly, would be level 7.
Oh, you want it in 7 just for the chaos?
I mean, the meme in the community is never 7 for a very good reason. Never 7 holds true until it winds up being level 7.
And it's hashtag always 7. And right now, both our runners are in sync.
Yep. Although Tabby is opted to clean up the room. Well, this room you have to clear. Whoa, Tabby with a fast clear. This is an item.
Oh, is this gonna be our ladder? Nope,
It's a heart.
It's a heart. We're not out of the woods yet, my friends.
We still have one more stair item to find. Could be a heart. Could be something else. It could even be a boat.
Oh, so
I'm
you
kidding
want
on
the
that. We
Pokemon?
already found the pack of hot dogs and it was useless. Well, Rick does have a point. Tabby still has to grab the Triforce because it's a full Triforce seed.
Yes. There's not too much backtracking for that Triforce. But we're wondering, what in the world is our second item going to be, other than a floor drop?
Well, the floor drop was the magical key ladder lock,
staircase.
so we gotta find a staircase.
But the enemy set is not too bad here. Just there's a lot of projectiles and not a lot of full health recovery.
Yeah, that's not a very nice place for a manhandler either. In an NSU room. Now this could be a stair.
I'll find out if it pushes right now. Oh?
It does, and Tabby. There's the ladder deep in 8. That was my second guess, by the way.
Man, I hate being wrong about this.
And that is also not the first time this week that I have seen the ladder inside of a level 8.
And with that, Tabby Orange now at 59 minutes and X many seconds is in go mode.
Now, one thing he could do is make a pit stop for the any key and take care of the key situation.
Oh, it's on the path to the Triforce.
In this room right here that JP is in, he pushes this, he'll get his ladder.
So we're gonna have very close entry times into this level 9. Do you think JP stops and picks up the NEP right now?
He's leaving. I can understand why. Tabby's gonna have the keys advantage, but JP's gonna have the time advantage. So now, and the combat advantage, so now the question is, what will prevail here?
Well, 3 is only a couple screens away from 8, so depending on how JP feels about the key situation before going into this 9, might go back for it.
Right. All those shops were selling keys at like 80 rupees in one shop, so that could come into play. We'll see.
So the white sword is going to allow for a quicker gain in clear time. But, on the other hand, the NEP could lead to Ganon or Zelda. But then again, there's also the possibility of sometimes the lack of keys can steer you in the right direction. It just honestly depends on what level 9 feels like it's going to throw at you tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, because as we all know, level 9 can do level 9 things. It is known as the Great Equalizer for a reason. JP got a clock in the Triforce room, gets the Triforce to clock out of the dungeon, and soon will be clocking in to level 9.
So, would you like to inform our viewers what we're going to be looking for in this level 9 tonight?
So, in this level 9, we are after 2 things. We are listening for the roar of the beast and looking for a door. The roar can be heard if the beast is in an adjacent room, as this roar is so loud the walls can't contain it.
So,
which will be one north, one south, one east, one west. And you're also looking for a single shutter door that stays shut if all the enemies are down.
So, do you think we're going to have a quick level 9 tonight, or are we going to have a slow, long slog of a level 9?
I don't know, but there's a map.
I think that's going to tell us part of the answer, and what is this level 9 shape?
I don't know, but I am very suspicious of that northeast segment where there's like 4 rooms just off on their own. Oh. This could be Zelda. And it is Zelda.
Both of it?
Meanwhile, Tabby has found a dig dogger. Considering it's single shutter, it's worth clearing, even though, well, he gets the bad news. But still, the roar of a boss could very much mask the beast.
So there's only a 30-second difference between our runners entering this level 9, yet JP found Zelda, right?
Yes, and now Tabby Orange is about to get that same information.
So depending on which route our runners take through shutter doors right now, that could be the difference between finding Ganon and winning this race. And honestly, I say with that transport staircase, Zelda is very close to start.
Yeah, so this could be an up and A to get back scenario.
Now, you still need to find Ganon, which is half the puzzle here.
Unfortunately, we need the book to understand the old men, so the hints in level 9 do absolutely nothing right now.
Do you know what would make me really happy tonight?
There's a magical boomerang.
Well, not that, but if we had had a pretend call for a frame count tonight, if we
oh my goodness, that would be insane.
Well, you know it's not insane.
Meanwhile, Tabby has found Ganon And JP has made a bit of a wrong turn here. But for Tabby, it is going to be 15 hits with the wood sword. A Hyrule driver will do 2 hearts of damage.
Man, JP's headed the wrong direction. Needs to head south, not north here. So Tabby has that emergency potion, JP doesn't. And JP's not going to head over down south until he's forced to later on.
He might be forced to if this turnstile room is nothing but meat. Oh, clock's ticking for JP. As for Tabby, down goes Ganon. We've got Bacon. Tabby, the Triforce of Power. And now, Tabby is on the driver's seat, ready to bring this home.
So, as we're just finishing up this last room here, staircase or 2 away. Wait, did Tabby not? Tabby's gonna be finished up soon.
And like right now, get your GGs in chat for Tabby Orange, who takes first place in tonight's race.
And Tabby will be moving on to the coveted 5-0, part of the Swiss.
Official time, 1 hour, 5 minutes, 50 seconds.
Man, oh man, was that a very quick level 9 for Tabby Orange.
It really was. Unfortunately for JP, he played this seed very well, just took the wrong route in level 9. It happens.
It looks like JP is going to be playing fine, checking the staircase now.
Yeah, well, that stair, he's going to hear it.
And on half a heart, JP is now facing off Ganon here.
He spent a lot of time playing dodgeball, but he could not dodge the Hyrule driver.
Well, I'd say bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off, but I think we know how that ended.
Not this time.
So it was kind of cool seeing the staircase right by Ganon's room. It was taken a lot earlier. And with that, we're joined by Tabby Orange, our winner tonight. GG.
Thank you.
GG, Tabby.
Thank you.
Wow, that turned out to be really close. JP was first into level 9 because he left 8 without the any key. You had the any key. JP goes away from the locked doors. You go towards him. You find Ganon first, and you take home the win.
Wow. Yeah, I thought about leaving it behind. I think I had 3 or 4. But like, to get to the Triforce quickly, I would have used one of the keys, so I think it would have been. So I was like, I think it's worth it. You know,
yep,
for 9.
It certainly was as JP takes down Ganon. More bacon.
And we'll be finishing up soon.
Yeah, this wound up being a very quick level 9 because you both found out where the kidnapped was relatively quick. Around the time JP found the kidnapped, you were taking out a dig dogger in a room that could have been it, but it wasn't this time. Get your GGs in chat for JP, who put on a heck of a race, just comes up a bit short tonight, finishing with an official time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, 1 second. Great run from both racers tonight.
So Tabby, I get why you didn't clear 7. Why didn't you full commit to clearing that 6 after spending that amount of time in it?
Well, it was still like the entire left side plus that god-awful wizard room was still there. So I was like, let's just keep going. I got 2 items in 8. I still have to do 8. So I was like, I don't want to full clear the entire left side of level 6 and then it be the wizard room. I was like, oh. You know, I know I had put in so much time into 6, but there were still like 18 to 20 rooms that I still hadn't even touched. Maybe 15 rooms or something.
And we are now joined by BrewersFanJP. GG, JP.
Yeah, GG.
GG.
That wound up being a very close race. Now, you had the combat advantage because Tabby never went to West Death Mountain, so never found the white sword item, which this time happened to be the white sword. But Tabby stuck around in 8 to get the any key, and him having all the keys sent him towards Ganon first.
Yeah, and I when I was in that part and I had 2 keys, I'm like, I could go check down and just listen, just to make sure he's not down there, but I decided not to. And yeah, that's probably what did it. 9 being 9. But I knew where the any key was. I mean, I could have gone back into 8 and grabbed it. I saw it. I just the path through 8 was just too long, and I'm like, what are the chances I'm going to actually need that in 9? And I can't even say, like, if me going back and grabbing that changes things, because that's maybe another minute I'm spending in 8, which I don't want to be spending.
Which is fair. It's understandable.
So, yeah, like, I guess, I don't know exactly when I went through the second staircase. I'm guessing it was close. If I go south, I hear Ganon, and yeah, maybe it goes the other way, but yeah, I mean, that's 9 being 9. I don't know how much, if it's the other way, maybe it's different. It's so hard to say in this.
It really is, because when it comes to shapes and having to route level 9 on the fly, there is an element of luck to it. I don't care what anyone says.
So, JP, is there anyone you're looking forward to facing in the 4-1 side of the Swiss?
Well, I will say, as much as I wanted to go to try to get to 5-0, it's kind of good to take a loss now, because I feel like it's what's I'm looking for? It just it kind of lessens my overall, like, stress going into the last week. Like, I don't have to worry about being perfect anymore. But yeah, I don't know. The 4-1s is just as bad as 5-0, so I don't know who I'm gonna face.
I'll pose the same question to Tabby. From the 5-0 side, is there anyone you're looking forward to possibly facing next week?
I honestly can say no, because I think it's just me and Paffy and Truant, right? So whoever I draw was gonna be rough. So
and there's still the possibility of a pair down too.
Yeah. So but yeah, like JP said, even the 4-1s, like, so, you know, it'll be, I know JP and I were looking forward to this match, so, you know, just kind of looking to play well going into the brackets.
So is there anyone either of you are looking forward to facing too once we get off to the bracket stage?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, you know, I'm just haven't really thought that far ahead, too much, but yeah, just looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if there's anybody I want to face. See if I can get to 5-1 next week, which, yeah, like, I don't even know. Like, it's really gonna come down to wheel and how the seed goes, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the same mindset, but then again, I'm also playing to determine either am I going to break through at 3-3 to the main bracket, or am I gonna have to settle for Challenge Cup? Either way, I feel like I'm having a good time and playing better, so there you go.
Alrighty, runners. Any final words for us before we start shutting things down?
No, just GG again, JP. This was another time we've raced, and I look forward to another one. I'm sure we'll get another chance to race again.
Yep, GG Tabby, and good race here, and we'll see when we meet up next.
Yeah.
Thanks for the restream, Trek, and then commentary as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Thanks for the race, you two. It was a heck of a good time and a very, very close, very entertaining race all throughout.
So, alright, now that we finished talking about that, first off, thank you, runners, for giving us a race to watch and stuff. Without you, there'd be nothing to watch, and we wouldn't be here tonight. Next, we have you, Leslie. Thank you for joining me on comms. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Always
Mountain
fun
Guard.
doing comms.
Our lovely tractor tonight. Thank you. Keeping us straight on where items and dungeons are, because we'd be lost without you. And also, for those of you all looking to catch more Z1 Randomizer, we have an upcoming race tonight at midnight for Money Mercs and JJJJ Shibato, aka Special K, so that's going to be a banger. So I can't wait to watch that. And in tomorrow, we'll have only 2 more races to finish them off, both at 1 p.m. So keep an eye out for what Speed Gaming channels will be on tomorrow. Leslie, any final words?
And then after all of that, we have the Zelda 1 Rando Wheel to determine the Week 6 matchups. Can't wait for it.
Alrighty. And with that, I'm KTAP4321. This was another Swiss race of the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2025 tournament. And I'll see you in another time, in another Hyrule. Maybe after the wheel has spun. But see you then.
Good night, everyone. Stay kind, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.